All right, what is up, YouTube? Congratulations, you guys tuning in, making history with Quizzoholics as we enter a new unknown. The Quizzoholics live broadcast happening here on YouTube tonight for the first time. We had some issues on Facebook, so we went ahead and we migrated over here to this new platform. Our test went well, and hopefully the lag issues are minimal for you guys tonight. So, it's an experiment, and we're doing it together, but here we are. If you're new here, congratulations. You stumbled upon the greatest thing you probably could stumble upon in quarantine next to Tiger King. But we run a live trivia game show. You are the contestant just by being here, and you can win actual money. That's right, real cold hard cash, folks. Real American greenbacks. We're giving it away. We do it 3 times a week, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights. Now, I'll go over the rules and how the game works here tonight in just a bit. But before we do that, we got to cut back to Sunday night's winner, Ilya Petrov. We're going to find out how he did in our money round as he goes for 460 big ones. All right, guys, welcome to tonight's money round. We are here with Sunday night winner, Ilya Petrov. Ilya's got his crew ready to tackle this money round. Before we get started, Ilya, why don't you introduce everybody that's there with you?
Going on? I'm Ilya, got my girlfriend Erica, roommate Harold, and my neighbor Jess.
All right, well, welcome to the round, guys. Here's how this is going to work. Since Ilya, you won the event, you are the team captain, so you will need to enter the final answer for each question. You're going to get $10 for each question you answer correct, all the way up to $90 and 9 questions. If you get the 10th question right, you'll win our ever-growing grand prize, which tonight is up to $460. At any point, if you do not know the answer to a question after I've read it, you can skip that question. You can do that up to 2 times. After which, if you do not know the answer and you want to leave, you can walk away at any point in time with any money that you've won up to that point after I've read a question. So don't feel compelled to answer. If you have no clue, you can always walk away, take the money, and run, as they say. If you do answer and your answer is incorrect, you don't get any money. So just keep that in mind as we go through here. 2 skips. You just need to get 10 questions right to win the grand prize. I'm looking at the questions here tonight. Very winnable. You can do this.
All right.
We're rooting for you guys. Here we go. Question number 1. Going to need 5 answers for this one. What are the names of the 5 Great Lakes?
Erie, Huron, Superior, Michigan, Ontario.
Yeah.
Lake Huron, Superior, Michigan, Erie, and Ontario.
All right. That is all 5. Piece of cake. You've won $10 so far. We're going to move on next to our $20 question. So for $20, what beer is known as the champagne of beers?
That's Miller High Life. Final answer.
Miller High Life. Indeed, it is the champagne of beers. You are correct. $20 banked so far. We are moving on to $30. Question 3 for $30. In the Toy Story movies, what type of dog is Buster?
The Dachshund.
Dachshund. Final answer.
All right, you are correct. Dachshund, Dachshund, you are right. Either way you pronounce it, your answer is correct. You've banked $30 so far. We've used 0 skips. We are moving on to our $40 question. Which nursery rhyme character kissed the girls and made them cry?
Anybody? Anybody?
No.
Anybody?
Kissed the girls and made them cry.
We're going to skip it.
I don't know.
All right, so no worries. We'll go ahead and burn that first skip, so you have 1 skip remaining. It was Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy. Wooden pie kissed the girls and made them cry. That's all right. No harm, no foul. We're still going for $40 here. You still have 1 skip. Next question. What does the 3rd Amendment to the Constitution forbid? 3rd Amendment to the Constitution. What does it forbid?
Oh. If you're not
Search and
sure.
seizure.
Yeah, well, it's not sure.
You sure?
Are you sure?
We're gonna
Yeah.
skip it too.
All right. So let's get those skips out of the way now. It is the forced quartering of soldiers. Not something that's too popular nowadays, but way back in the early days of the Constitution, that was something we had to deal with during the Revolutionary War. Forced quartering of soldiers, not allowed because of the Third Amendment to the Constitution. So we're still going for $40 here. Hopefully we can get some more money in your bank. Which direction on a map do lines of latitude go? So lines of latitude, which direction?
Vertical.
Vertical.
Longitude.
Longitude.
I was heard his lattice.
I'm going to have you, you're going to answer for me
Lattice.
in either east to west or north to south.
Latitude go east to west. Final answer.
All right, east to west is correct. Finally, you've gotten that $40 in your bank.
Got over that hump.
No skips remaining for $50. The next question. What 2006 film starring Will Ferrell was based on a series of books dating back as early as 1941? I'll read the question again. What 2006 film starring Will Ferrell was based on a series of books dating back as early as 1941?
I was real young then.
Well, it must be nice. I think it's L.
Is that when the series of unfortunate events came out?
It's not him though.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Okay.
Fudge.
I have no idea. I can't think of it.
It has to be L.
You want to go
$40
for it?
up to this point. You guys can.
We're gonna. No.
No?
Because 2006, you were 18 years old. After the
Which 20?
No, it's definitely around that time.
We're going to have to either get an answer in here or move on.
I don't know.
You're the boss
What do
here.
you- what-
You're the boss.
What's the consensus?
The consensus. I don't know anything.
I guess we don't know anything.
Well, just say it. Fuck it. Screw it. Fuck it. Just
We're
say
gonna
it.
go with Elf. Final answer.
All right, Elf. Final answer for $50. Incorrect, you guys. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you guys are losers tonight's money round, so no money. But I admire the goal, going for it. I appreciate that. You can't win if you don't try. The 2006 film starring Will Ferrell, based on a series of books dating back as early as 1941, Curious George. Curious George. Man,
See, we were gonna donate
Yo.
the money to you too, Matt.
Damn.
All right. Well, you didn't win, but that's good news for everybody else and even for you guys playing tonight because that is going to max out our jackpot now all the way up to $500. So somebody's going to be our first Quizzoholics jackpot winner. It might be you and it might be tonight. Our game starts right now. All right, guys. That was our money round. Ilya, Erica, and crew, they definitely blew it, but like I said, that's good news for you guys because our jackpot finally made it all the way up to $500. We haven't had a jackpot winner yet, so hopefully that happens soon, and it's one of you guys who are dedicated and playing on a Wednesday night. So, $500 up for grabs tonight. How do you win it? If you are new here, our game is very simple. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. We have 25 trivia questions in 5 different rounds. You get points by not only answering the questions correctly, but also by answering the questions quickly. You need to have the answer in and be one of the first 10 people with the correct answer in the chat. So you just enter your answer right in the Facebook chat. If you're right and you're one of the first 10 people to do so, you're going to get 10 points. We're going to do that for every question. Like I said, there are 25 of them, so up to 250 possible points tonight. The first 10 players to get it in are right. And I mean, that's pretty much how it works. We're going to open the show with a Name That Tune round. It's music tonight. We have a history and geography round, a round on sports and games, science and nature, And then our final round is arts, literature, and entertainment. Those are always our categories, just the questions are different for each show. So $500 up for grabs. That's how we play. Let's talk a little bit about the lag issues. That should not happen, but let's talk about them just in case. If you are playing live with us and for some reason in the chat you are seeing answers to questions that you have not heard yet, your device or your computer is lagging and you need to close the browser, close YouTube, and reopen it and get a fresh link to the feed, and you'll be caught up. I am watching on my other device here, and I'm already seeing a massive improvement. Typically, when we broadcast a Facebook Live, my feed and the chat are about 15 seconds apart. So I have to ramble on for 15 seconds before I will even see a single answer. When I was timing it in the Money Round broadcast and pre-show, we were about 4 to 5 seconds. So we're already 3 times as better than we were. So hopefully everything is working out well and we don't have any issues tonight. But I am going to mention the lag issue because it can happen if your internet is slow or your cell phone service is bad. You can lag. Hopefully your broadcast will just be interrupted and then it would jump you forward to where we are. I believe that's how it's going to work on YouTube. Crossing our fingers, but we'll see how things go. That is your warning for that. So before we get into the questions, let's talk about one more thing, and that is our show is absolutely free to play. So thank you for being here, and thanks for playing with us. But it's only free to play because of awesome people like you who continue to donate to Quizzoholics, as we are all out of work right now, all unemployed, and there's no income coming in for the company. So we are running out of money, but we're doing this show because you guys are awesome and you keep sending in donations. So if you can donate tonight, the links are right here. PayPal, it's Quizzoholics at Gmail, and Venmo, just at Quizzoholics. You can send the money over. You can put a message in there. I'll give you a shout out. I'll read your messages. As long as they don't contain racial slurs, I'll say mostly anything you want me to. So before we get into tonight's, let's talk about the people who've already donated tonight. Karen Hoyer, thank you so much, Karen. Sent in $5. Erica says, this one's for Curious fucking George. She's a little upset still, a little mad about the man in the yellow hat. But thank you for the donation, Erica. You guys are awesome, and you guys are definitely appreciated. And Karen Downing sent in a donation over, wants to give Brian a happy birthday shout out. So Brian, happy birthday, man. Birthdays are really shitty in quarantine, I can imagine. But luckily, you get to play some trivia for your birthday, and we'll get to have that. So happy birthday to Brian. You guys go ahead and like this post. So just to say happy birthday to Brian. The more likes we have, the more people that like Brian here. And we're going to give a shout out to Rob's dad, Big Scut, on his first day at FedEx today. Big day for you, huh, John? Well, shout out to you. And thanks for the donation, Rob. Let's go ahead and get this show started, shall we? It is going to start, like I mentioned, with the music round. The music is Name That Tune, just like the old game show. You just have to name the tune. I'll play a clip, and you name the song title. I don't need the artist. I just need the name of the song. There are 5 of them. And again, the first 10 folks who get the answers in will get points. I'll try to put your names up on the screen, but our scores are not going to be verified until after the game. So just because I put your name up on the screen doesn't necessarily mean that that's the official score. It should be relatively close. I think we've been dialed in the last couple shows doing that. So that's what we'll do. We got one more donation here before we start. $5. Hashtag Ilya sucks. Hashtag still true. And hashtag fuck Tracy. Thank you for the donation, Ilya. You're the man. We appreciate you. I thought you guys were going to do better, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. Just win our game again, and you'll get another shot. So let's get the show started. Question number 1. Name that tune. All you got to do, tell me the song title. Here we go. Number 1. What do you got?
But I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down. No. You don't have to say what you think. I already know. I found out my plan. There's just no chance.
All right. I'm going to see those answers coming in here. Indeed, I do. So Takes a little bit longer for YouTube to send them over. I can see them on my feed here before I actually get them on the software here to throw them up. But as most of you are aware, that is Cry Me a River, Justin Timberlake. Ilya, you started the show off bad, but first question, you're doing all right. You're going to score points. His says Cry Me a Rice. Obviously, he meant river. We don't count for spelling here. I will take an account for autocorrect if you're on a phone or a device that has autocorrect. I know that's a real son of a bitch sometimes. So if I can tell the answer that you're trying to tell me, then we'll go with that. So, Ilya, you scored first. Corey McDowell, you got one in there. Brett Bowman scoring points. Emily Moore, welcome to the scoreboard. Emily, long time no see. Erica Marie getting it in there. Jess DeAngelis, of course, scoring points. Thomas McGrody, right? Am I doing that right? McGrody, Thomas, you got points. Heather scoring points. Billy V, you got it in on time. One more. Lauren Twiggs scoring points there. Holly, Harold, Mark, just missed our top 10 there. Let's move on to our next question. Number 2, name the song. Here we go. All right, so again, remember we want the song title, and it's going to take just a minute or a couple seconds to get them over to me. I can see them coming in here on the feed as I watch live on the monitor here, but gonna have to wait for them to come in here. All right, so Collective Soul was the band. Obviously, you didn't need to know that, just the name of the song, and it is December. December is our song title. I see some comments here that the score is in order. Yeah, it should be for the most part. So during the test we ran yesterday, we ran a private event, and they were, I would say, 90% of the time, what I had was what most people saw. Now, your answers still going to show up a little bit earlier in your own feed than they are necessarily on the live feed, but it should be much, much closer to what is actually happening than you would see on Facebook. But let's get to it. December was the answer. Mark scoring points. Mark 412. Holly scoring points. Brett Bowman, you got it wrong, buddy, but it was in on time. Let's go. Looking for December. Rob. There you go. Heather scoring again. Ilya scoring. Mike B's got it right. Fitishera, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure that's Candace. So Candace, you're scoring points. Dedham, it's got December. And Little Scott scoring points. Little Bobby. Robert, our trivia host, scoring points. Rob Schultz, Karen Downing, Corey McDowell, Steve Paul. Guys, just missed on that one. All right. I noticed that, Heather. Yes, I did notice that it was under that name. All right.
All I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights,
give me the song title here.
Get to see the Eiffel Tower.
If all I get is your hand in my hand. See those answers. Here they come. All right. Gonna wait a couple seconds. Make sure I see 10. And I'll use this time to mention to you guys, I think most of you have played before, but if you're new here, we accept just one answer in our live chat per question. So don't spam the chat. That's a rule. If you want to make a guess, totally fine to do so. Just don't make multiple guesses. We're going to go with your first answer. And if we see you put in multiple answers, when we go back and grade and we check the chat, we're going to discredit points for you. So just one answer per person. That's huge. Got to have that. Otherwise, we're going through thousands and thousands of comments, and it makes life a hell of a lot more difficult. And, you know, it's a game of knowledge. So either you know it or you don't. We don't want your guesses. Die a happy man was our answer. Heather, first one in. Denim scoring points. Emily Moore in it again. That's 3. Holly scores again. Alexander, like I said, we'll take care of the autocorrects and make sure you get points. As long as I can tell you were on the right track, you'll get it. Alexander Strauss scoring points there. Mike Brienza making it happen. Lauren Twiggs, you got it. Matt Cowell going to score here. Brett Bowman's getting points. And Miss Stephanie Minch. Steph, going to be our 10th answer there, scoring points with the Thomas Rhett Jam. All right. We're moving on. Number 4, we got 2 left here in our audio round. Let's see what you got. Can you get number 4? Name the song.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration.
Pretty eclectic in the genres in tonight's audio round, that's for sure. That's Mary J. Blige, and you guys knew it right away. Family Affair is the name of that song. Ilya scoring some points, trying to get back on top of that leaderboard after a terrible showing. Jess, you got it. Erica Marie, he was there for the money round. She didn't help much. Steve Paul scored. Fatishera, that's Candace and Matt. I know it. They confirmed it. Candace and Matt getting points. Holly, you're scoring. Lauren Twiggs getting points. Mark knew the Missy Elliott Jam. Or Mary J. Blige. Oh, Missy Elliott, way off. Harold, you scored. And Billy Villanova getting it in there. All right. Thomas, Robert, Corey, Scott, just missing, guys. Gotta be faster than that, you know? You want to score points. Oh, you almost got it. All right. We got one more to go here in tonight's audio round. Let's see if you know it. This one, definitely the toughest one, I think, in this round, just because it's the oldest one. Let's see what we got. Name that tune. I can. I took it away there, but yeah, I could definitely help you there, Ilya. I'm more than happy to provide all the negative reinforcement that you need to get you back on top. I get it, man. So let's go to our answers here and see what you got. See who's going to score. Jane is the name of that song, and Francesca got it right. Francesca Bayek scoring there. Holly's going to score. Thomas, you're going to get points. Corey McDowell got Jane. Ilya got Jane. Lauren Twiggs got Jane. I'm going to say that's a typo, Mark, so we'll give you that one. Mark knew it. Shannon scoring points. Shannon Rosie. Brett Bowman in the mix. And number 10 going to be Emily. Good job to everyone who scored some points thus far. If you didn't get points, don't worry. You'll have another shot. We got 4 more rounds to go. That was the end of our first round, our audio round. Always the first one, we always start with audio or movie clips or some type of visual round. But tonight it was just name that tune. You guys seem to do pretty well there. I've seen a lot of you guys got a couple answers, so you're off to a good start. Before we jump into our next round, I'm going to do this in between every round, you guys. Donate, donate, donate. The show does not survive without donations. I hate sitting here peddling for money. I feel like I should have a cardboard sign in the cup, but it doesn't work like that. But I love doing this show, guys, and I love giving away money. I love being able to do that for you guys. So if you want the show to keep going, you got to support it by donating. PayPal, Venmo, we take them all the time. You don't even have to donate during the show. You could be like Nicole from Wolf Shirt Wednesday, who sent in a random donation in the middle of the night. Thank you, Nicole. I don't know if you're watching, but I got it, and we appreciate you. So thanks for that donation. Looks like we got another one in here. Oh, and I'm going to get notifications for YouTube subscriptions. Yeah, I think you're supposed to do that, right? Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. Holly Reed, thank you for the donation. Holly, appreciate you. Let's get on to the next round. So, like I said, there are 4 Q&A rounds. They all have 5 questions. So, history and geography, that's going to be our first one. Then sports and games, science and nature, and art, literature, and entertainment. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Vinny says he's not sure if his answers are coming through or not. He's tethering off his wife's Cricket wireless phone. Yeah, it should work, Vin. I don't know why you'd be having an issue there. I have not seen your answer in the top 10. That's for sure. Let me see here. I can scroll up and we'll take a look. I did see you got Jane in there. Just not fast enough, bud. You were a little bit. Actually, you just missed on Jane. So pretty close. Don't worry about it. Just be a little bit quicker. That's all. Just be a little bit quicker. Phoenix sent in a donation. Key West be jamming. Boomba clap. I don't know what to do there. Thank you, Phoenix, for the donation. Appreciate you. Appreciate the donation for making the show possible here. We're going to move on. Like I said, history and geography. Let's get to it. Question number 1. What one event helped most to lead the U.S. out of the Great Depression? What historical event helped most to lead the U.S. out of the Great Depression? Let's get them in here. See what happens. Like I said, it's going to be just a couple seconds before I see them on my screen. I do see them coming in there. You guys are a little bit ahead of me in the chat. Lucky you. All right, so I got the answers. Let's see who got them in quick and who was right. World War II. Amy Ray. Amy Ray is our second place champion by far. The most second place finishes out of anybody. Amy, we are rooting for you. We want to see you win real soon and hopefully take home that jackpot. So keep at it, Amy. We know you got what it takes. It just come up a little bit short every time it seems, but we're rooting for you, Amy. Make it happen. Emily, just Emily. She got it right. Robert Schultz. World War II. Brett Bowman got World War II. Mark's going to score there. Karen Downing is going to score. Rob Gerhart going to get it right. RJ, right? Karen Schultz, you're going to score. Shannon Rossi, you're going to get points. And there you go, Corey. I've seen you miss just a couple times. You missed just the top 10 list, but not that time. You got it in, and you got it right. Yes, I agree. Quizzoholics Live, the single event that's saving us from this depression. So, and that is clinical depression, which can be great in its own right. But let's move on. Question 2 in history and geography. Big Scott, this one's for you, bud. Because you were the only one old enough to vote probably in our chat here in this time. So, there were 2 vice presidents that served in the 90s. Al Gore was one. Name the other one. 2 vice presidents served in the 90s. Al Gore was one. Name the other one. Got to be quick and got to get it right. Here come the answers. Slow trickle in the beginning. Some right ones, some wrong ones. And here come a whole mess of others. Like I said, it's just a slight delay, it looks like, on YouTube with the comments, but that's all right. I got no problem just blabbing on until they come in. So, the answer, right? Al Gore was one. The other vice president serving during the 90s, Dan Quayle. Francesca scoring points. Chelsea, way to go. You got it right. Kevin Gangler, there's a previous winner. RJ, Robert Gerhardt scoring points. Amy Ray. Go, Amy. All right. Bobby Scott, you got points. Thomas McGrody, there you are. We've seen you before, scoring again. And Mary Wagner, that's a name we're used to seeing on this show. Corey McDowell in the mix again. One more. Steve Paul, got it in just in time. Mark, you just missed. Brett just missed. Ilya just missed. Daniel just missed. All right, we're moving on to number 3. So, yeah, sometimes I guess that's going to happen. I guess that's going to be your internet. So, if you are behind or if you're not getting your answers right and you feel like you might be lagging, or in Karen's case, if you see the answers before you hear the question, refresh your feed, close your app, reopen it. It's not going to hurt to do it. That's for sure. So do that if you feel like you're behind. If you're scoring a lot and you're just, right where you need to be, which I think is where most people should be, you shouldn't be having an issue. Like I said, my video here looks like it's about 4 seconds behind, which is pretty much where you should be. But if you are lagging, it's going to happen. Just take care of that. Let's get on to our next question. Number 3 in history and geography. Which country remembers its revolution each year with Bastille Day on July 14th? What country remembers its revolution each year with Bastille Day? Bastille Day. All right. The answer is France. And they are coming in. I can hear the notifications. We'll just get to scrolling here in just a second. The chat kind of freezes up for me when we get 45 comments at the same time. So, France is our answer. Bastille Day is what they celebrate in France. So, Amy Ray, good job, girl, scoring points. Kevin in the mix. Emily in there again. Daniel, you got points. Chelsea scoring again. Corey McDowell in there again. Andy Hoyer, what's up, buddy? There you are. I saw your name in there a couple of times, just missing the top 10 list. You scored on that one. Lauren Twiggs, you got some points. C. Witzlig. C. Getting it done. And Robert Schultz scoring. Karen, you just missed. Brett, Vinny, Francesca, you guys just missed that top 10 list. So a half a second faster and you're scoring. I hope so, Dan. All right. So that's that. Let's move on. Question 4. What country's liberation was the purpose of the 1991 Gulf War? What country's liberation was the purpose of the 1991 Gulf War? All right, so getting a word from you guys as we play here. Seems like a refresh is needed every now and then. But not as often as Facebook. When we were doing this on Facebook, most people were refreshing in between every single question, and it was pretty terrible. But it looks like that issue is at least a little bit better here. We'll talk about it after question 5. We'll take a short break to give you guys some time to refresh those feeds. But let's go over the answers here. Kuwait is correct. It was Kuwait. And Daniel Gross knew it. Corey McDowell got Kuwait. Amy Ray scoring points. There's Mark again. Name you'll see a bunch of times as we play. Ilya, always near the top. Emily scoring points. Emily's doing pretty good so far. Robert Schultz in the mix tonight. There's Candace and Matt again for Teixeira. Brett Bowman got it in on time on that one. And Casey making it happen. Just Casey. Karen, you just missed again. You're number 11. Bobby Scott, 12. Erica Marie just missed. Steph Minch just missed. You guys just a half second behind. Good work. When the questions are easier, it's definitely tougher to get them in on time. That's for sure. You got to be quick. Got to be fast. We got one more to go in history and geography. I am serious, Karen. You were 12 on the other one and 11 on that one. Just a little bit quicker, and you'll get them done. Number 5, here we go. Last chance, history and geography to score points. What country's flag was Christopher Columbus sailing under when he accidentally discovered America? What country's flag was Christopher Columbus sailing under when he discovered the Americas? Here come those answers. How many of them are going to be right? I see some wrong ones. I see a bunch of right ones. All right. The answer is Spain. He was flying or sailing under the Spanish flag. So, Kevin, you got it in first. Chelsea Adams, crushing it tonight. Daniel, you got it in fast enough, but you were just wrong this time. Francesca, you scored points. Phoenix, scoring points. Sean McDowell, getting it done. Ilya, knew Spain. Brett Bowman knew Spain. Erica Marie got Spain. Thomas got Spain. And one more. Amy Ray. That's our 10th answer. Emily, Shannon, Jessica, Robert, Billy, Vincent, Mike, Matt, Mark. All you guys right. Just too slow. That's all. Just too slow. So, that's going to do it for history and geography. We're 2 rounds deep in this thing. Like I said, there are 5, so you got 15 more questions coming up, 15 more chances to score. And I'll tell you right now, you don't need that many points to be on our leaderboard and to be a winner in this game. About 15 answers will get you there, it seems. So that's kind of been the curve, you know. We've had winners with 14 answers. We've had winners maybe with less than that, 17, 18. I think 19 is our top score right now. I'd have to double check on that. But that's where we sit. So in between rounds, like I said before, I'm going to plug it every single time. Donations. What's the best nation? Donation. Can't survive without you guys sending your money in. So if you could send $10 in, it'll go a long, long way to helping this show and helping it get better. So, you know, it is a learning curve that we're doing. The fun thing about doing things live is you can only learn by doing them. So it's all a learning experience here as we try to grow this show and make it better and make it something that I believe is going to stick around even post-pandemic, if you will. So I think we'll probably keep this live show going at least once a week when things get back to normal and we can play back in the restaurants like we used to do. So that is that. We'll take a look in the chat, see if there's anything I gotta address. I don't think so. Rob, I don't know what you're yelling at. Oh, Rob is lagging. So saw the answers before the question. Yeah, man, it might be. So Rob works for us. He's one of our trivia hosts, and he sent me a picture before he got started that he's streaming live on the TV. So it might be that HDMI cable that's plugged in from your laptop to your television that's slowing you down. Maybe try unplugging that, and that might help. I don't know, man. I hope that that life's getting better for you. So, Amy says she was behind on her iPad, much better on her laptop. So, there you go. We're learning as we go. Looks like we're still having some lagging issues, which I was hoping we wouldn't, but here they are. Some of you guys are still able to score points, so if you have a tip to help somebody, go ahead and make that happen. All right, so Ilya, like I said, I don't know anything. I know some people are scoring and some people aren't. So chances are it's not a lag issue and you're just too slow. You're probably only experiencing lag if you, like Rob, see the comments or see the answers before the question because it's just a couple of seconds. They say the phone is faster for them. So everybody's, I guess, is different. It depends on your computer. It depends on your phone. It depends on your service. But that's a you problem at this point. You got to figure it out as we move on to our next question. All right. And if anybody knows somebody who knows more about live broadcasting than me, send them over. I'd love to talk to them and maybe they can help us out with this situation. But the settings and everything that we're doing here on YouTube is, I think, as good as it's going to get as far as live broadcast goes. So some of you guys are going to be lagging, and that's just going to be a phone call between you and your internet service provider. Corey McDowell wants me to say his parents suck at trivia, and his dad, Sean, sucks worse at typing fast. So not only are Corey McDowell's parents very bad at trivia, his dad, Sean, is very, very terrible at typing fast. So thanks for the donation, Corey, and thanks for the shout out. RJ Gerhardt sent in a donation. Fuck Zuckerberg. All right, well, here we are. I don't know who the creator of YouTube is. Google owns it now. So let's move on. Thanks, Corey. Let's move on to our next round, sports and games. We have 5 questions for you here. Let's start with number 1. What Major League Baseball athlete was the first pitcher to record a pitch over 100 miles per hour? What MLB pitcher was the first one to record a pitch over 100 miles per hour? All right, so the answers are going to roll in here. I'm confident. All right, just waiting for the update here. Curious to see how close they are. All right, Nolan Ryan is the answer. So, as you know, you have to be fast in this game to score points. Phoenix, you got it in on time. Sean McDowell, you got it in. It looks like my feed in the chat is exactly the same. Kevin Gangler. Francesca, you scored. Little different because I'm missing some. All right. Mark, you got it right. Chelsea in on time, but with the wrong answer. Andy scoring points with Nolan Ryan. Good job, Andy. Thomas, you got it in on time. You were right. Corey McDowell scoring points. Vinny Small getting it done. And Karen Schultz making it happen. Ilya just missed. Jessica just missed. Rob Schultz. Emily, Lauren just missed. Billy Villanova, John Scott, and Justin Swanson. Karen Downing, you guys came in at the bottom of that list. So I don't know if you were just slow with the answer, but perhaps you're lagging. I'll just give you the shout out now. If you're coming at the end, I'll let you know, and maybe you can give it a close your app or refresh your feed, and hopefully it'll be better. I'm as fresh as I can get, Vinny. I take a shower for this live broadcast. You know, it's the only thing I got going on, man. Fresher than a mother. I don't know. All right, let's move on. Next question, number 2. Who was the first player in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowl MVP awards? First player in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowl MVP awards. Yeah, so Steve, same issue. That's going to happen no matter where we do. Your answer is always going to be faster or up higher on your feed. I would say like 95% of the time. So to answer your question, your feed is different than my feed. The feed that I'm looking at from a different account on a monitor here is pretty close to what the feed is that I'm getting, but it is not identical. So the only feed we're going to go with is the Quizzoholics feed, which should be relatively close to what you guys are seeing, but it's not going to be exact. And we still are going to verify it post-show to make sure that we give the right people the points. But let's give some points out right now. The first NFL player to win 3 Super Bowl MVP awards, Joe Montana. Kevin, you got it right. Kevin Gangler scoring points. Brett Bowman knew it was Montana. I'm going to see a lot of wrong answers here, it looks like. Rob, you got points. Mark, going to score there. Thomas, again, guys, we don't count spelling. Just get them in fast. And you only need to get it in once. I can usually figure it out. Lauren Twiggs, you're going to score points. Steve Paul, there you go. Montana. I meant Joe Montana. Vincent Small. There you go, Vinny. Still better than Matt Cow. I haven't seen his name yet. Erica, you got it. One more. Going to be Ilya on this one. Andy, wrong answer. You had it in time, but just not right. Ilya scoring points. There we go. So that's 10 for that one. Let's move on. Question number 3. What professional sport franchise is named after the Osprey? What professional sports franchise is named after the Osprey? He's talking about Matt Cal. Matt Cal, you're a quitter? Did I lose you? Oh, that's not what I put up there. Oh, hit the wrong button. There we go. Vinny Small calling out Matt Cal, saying Matt Cal stinks at trivia. And he's only in it for the women. Well, let's see. The Seattle Seahawks. That's our answer. They're named after the seabird, the osprey. And let's see who knew it. Brett Bowman. You're going to score some points on that one. Chelsea Adams scoring there. Bobby Schultz. Robert Schultz getting some points. Daniel Gross making it happen. There's Andy with the right answer. Seahawks. Oh, Ilya, wrong answer. Mark knew it. Mark knew it was Seahawks. Let's keep on going here. Corey McDowell got Seahawks. A lot of people put Pelicans. That is something entirely different. Phoenix scoring points from Key West. Steve Paul making it happen. One more. Thomas McGrorty scoring points. Amy Ray, you just missed. Vinny, you just missed. Harold just missed. Jessica, Casey, Alexander just missed, guys. Where are the video game questions? I can't help you with that one tonight. There are no video game questions in the round tonight. There is a board games question, so maybe that'll help you in our sports and games round here, because it is actually up next. It is number 4 in our sports and games round. What board game are you playing if you are seeking global domination? What board game are you playing if you're seeking global domination? Love to Cruise wants to know if there are any WWE questions. Not tonight. Not tonight. But you keep playing with us. I assure you we'll sneak one in there eventually for you. Just make sure you don't miss a broadcast. I wouldn't want you to miss your questions. So, if you are seeking global domination, you are playing the board game Risk. Risk is a game of global domination. Our answers, 10 people. Emily. Daniel getting it done. Ilya scoring points. There's Mark. I don't know why that one came up. I clicked that one. There we go. Mark got it up. Risk. Amy Ray scoring points. Kevin Gengler, you got it done. Chelsea Adams. Erica Marie. Tisk, the game of Tisk, yes. Karen, there we go, Karen. In on time. Barely, but you got it. Robert Schultz, you make 10. Jessica, Corey, Thomas, Lauren, Casey just missed on that one. Some of you guys coming in late here. Let's see. Billy Villanova, looks like you are behind. You might want to give your feed a refresh. Jack T, John Skorchaki. I know you're older than most of us, so it might just be that you're very, very slow at typing. Rob told me I could say that. And Dan Schnipp. You guys came in at the end of that feed, so if you are typing those answers in as soon as I'm done talking, you might want to go ahead and refresh your feed, close your browser, close your apps, reopen the feed. You might miss one question, but it's definitely better to miss one question than it is to be 10 seconds behind everybody else. So, let's, my nose itches. It's that pesky coronavirus thing that I got. I'm kidding, I don't got that. Number 5. What NBA legend has won the most MVP awards? What NBA legend has won the most MVP awards? All right, let's get the answers in. Here they come. All right, I'm going to wait as they chime in here because I'm confident we're going to have a mix of answers, both right and wrong. Remember, you only get one guess, so if you are guessing, don't guess more than once. I believe we're going to cut it off at Kevin Gengler. Looks like that's going to be our last answer, so when I give you the answer, don't try to type it in if we didn't get 10, because a lot of you guys guessed Michael Jordan. That is incorrect. It is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a name you might be familiar with if you're an NBA fan, but Kareem is going to be our answer, and Daniel is going to be the first one in with a correct answer. Let's see if we can find some more, because it looks like there are going to be a lot of wrong answers in this mix here. Oh, tough question. Tough question for sure. So, we had one. I know I've seen a couple at least. Most of you guys guessed Jordan. There's another one. Holly got Kareem. And that is it. So, in that circumstance, you didn't need to be fast. You just needed to be right. And yeah, if you're trying to jump the question, sometimes that'll happen. So maybe it's a good strategy. It works for you, right? So if you jump the question, you might be a winner like Ilya, but you might end up with no points like most of you guys in that one. Only 2 right answers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that wraps up sports and games for us. So we only have 2 rounds to go. Hopefully you guys are doing well. All right, John saying good night. Well, good night, John. I hope you have a great day at FedEx tomorrow. He started his new job this week. We're all proud of you, big guy. Get a nice, good rest and get up early and make some coffee. Good luck. Andy, I will check that out. We got a couple of seconds here before we jump into our next round. So, let's see what you got. I'll check it out. Jabbar will get you an answer. I might have skipped over it thinking it was Jordan, and that's why we check the answers in between the chat, but we'll fix this one now. Andy, you did get it. There it is. So Elise, who's documenting our live score, will update that for you. So Andy will get 3 scores in that last question there. And Mark says Kevin got it too, but he gave the wrong answer first. And we only count one answer. So let's move on. Before we do that, I wouldn't want to skip out the donations plug, guys. We give away. We pumped up the prize $100 a show to get us to the $500 prize that we're at now, and we'd like to keep that prize there even if we have a winner. I'd love for that grand prize to stay at $500. The only way we can do that, and we can keep giving away money like we do every show when we do get a winner. Ilya, not counting you, but when we do have a winner, we give away money. Mark won a recent show, got $80. So you can win money on this show, and the only way we can keep giving it away is if you guys donate. So we did have some donations tonight, which is awesome, but there's a lot of you guys watching who haven't donated. If you can't donate, don't worry about it. I appreciate you being here. I understand times are tough for all of us, and some of you guys might not be in the position to be able to donate. You're out of work, what have you. But some of you guys are working still, and I know you're not going out as much because it's illegal or whatever. So you can maybe send us some money. Maybe you just got a big stimulus check. You can send us some money. Maybe you're on unemployment and you're getting an extra $600 a week on unemployment. Maybe you send us a little $5, $10, $20. Say, hey, I love what you're doing. Thanks for entertaining me 3 times a week and volunteering your time and making this dope-ass internet show that we all love so much. And you'll send those donations in. And the reason I have to keep begging is because that's the way we get the donations. So 2 more just came in. Andy says he had the Jabbar question right. Well, we got you there. And he also says Trump 2020. Let's not devolve that in the chat to anything that we need to do. And Brett sent a donation in. He says unemployment giveth, unemployment taketh away. Shit show right now. I agree. But thank you for the donation, Brett. Thanks for digging deep, you guys, and making this happen. I think Jabbar was close enough. Vin, you're a hater. You are indeed a hater. Al Cinder would have also got you a point there, Mark. All right, so that is it. Sports and games, check. Science and nature up next. If you guys were experiencing a lag feed, now would be a great time to refresh. Feeling a little parched. Yelling in my office here. Yes, that's a long hashtag, but I agree. I'm not paying my bills either. Well, mostly because, what are you going to do? I don't know. Steve Paul, that is a great sentiment. So take a note from Steve, guys. Send those donations in, and let's make it happen. So 2 more rounds here. We will announce our winner. We don't do it live. Like I said, we go back in the chat and we confirm all the answers are correct. So we will announce our winner tomorrow morning on our social media. So you can follow us on Facebook or on Instagram at Quizzoholics on both of those. And we will announce our winner there. And you can send us a message either on YouTube, either Facebook or Instagram. We'll get the message. And we do our winners round via a Skype call. So you will have to have a Skype account and send us your Skype name. So if you think you're going to be a winner, sometime tonight or tomorrow morning, download Skype. Make sure you have a Skype account and you'll send us your Skype name. It'll be in your preferences under your account. And we'll get that. We'll set up a call and then we will record that call and we'll play it live before the next show. So that being said, let's move on. Science and nature is our next category. All right, question 1. Number 1. In what part of the body are red blood cells made? In what part of the body are red blood cells made? All right, I'm going to get these answers in. Going to see some wrong ones. Going to see some right ones. Looks like we got a good mix here. Just wait for them to come in officially to our feed here. All right, so red blood cells, along with most white blood cells, are actually created or made in your bone marrow. So bone marrow is our answer. That's what we're looking for here. And let's see, 10 people who got it right. So C. Witzlig, you're on top. You got the answer in on time. Lauren Twigg scoring points with a right answer. Brett Bowman, there you go, Brett. Getting it done. Brett's been on our leaderboard a couple times. Still waiting for him to get a W in this game. Jabberjaw scoring some points with bone marrow. And Mark. Mark's been in the mix a lot tonight. He's usually on our leaderboard. Daniel Gross scoring. RJ's going to get it. Robert Gerhardt scoring points. So here's what I'm talking about. Typos and autocorrects. I can usually tell what you're talking about. I know Steve Paul meant bone marrow, and so we're going to give him the points there because he's typing fast. He's trying to get the answer in on time, and sometimes that's what it looks like. Don't worry. I'll get it. I got your back, guys. You're going to get points when you know the right answer, even if you're terrible at spelling. Mike Brienza, you score points. Robert Schultz gets points. One more. It is Emily. Emily's making it happen. Shannon Rossi, Karen Schultz, Thomas McGordy, Heather, Phoenix. Guys just missed on that one. Walter Nesbitt, what's up, Walt? You just missed on there, came in a little late. Jessica DeAngelis, Holly, Dan, Marie Minch, you guys came in late on that one. So if you answered right away, probably a good idea to refresh your feed as we go, and you'll catch up. Here we go. We're going to move on. Number 2 in science and nature. About how many minutes does it take for light from the sun to hit the earth? About how many minutes does it take for light from the sun to hit the earth? Just a number will do here. I'm sure they're in already. Mike Brienza says, fuck this Colorado internet. Don't move to Colorado. Mike, I would never move there. It's a nice place to vacation, I'm sure, but I don't know why you live there, man. There's so many other places to get legal weed. You don't have to move to the middle of the country. All right, so let's see who knew that it was 8 minutes. 8 minutes was our answer there. It takes about 8 minutes. Robert Schultz got it right. So did Corey McDowell. A lot of you guys off by a minute. I think most of you guys just copy Mark here, it looks like. When Mark's wrong, a lot of people are wrong, it seems. Marie Minch, you got 8. 8 minutes. Emily scoring points. That's just 4, right? Mike Brienza got it. There you go, with the Colorado internet and all. Stephanie Minch, she's going to score there. Welcome to the scoreboard. RJ, Robert Gerhard scoring points. Amy Ray, we're rooting for you, Amy. Holly. All right, and that's it. So just 9 that time. Mike wanted to clarify he does not live in Colorado. He's just visiting his parents there. So thanks. Well, tell your parents we said what's up. And if they don't mind supporting your trivia habit, they can donate to Quizzoholics as well. I just be more specific, Karen. You're talking about the light was moving real fast. I got you. I thought for some reason you were talking about the chat. Yeah, no, it's not 7, it's 8. It's actually a little bit longer than 8 minutes. I believe it's like 8 minutes 23 seconds, something like that. I don't have it written down, so don't quote me on that. But 8 minutes, that's the answer. Let's move on to number 3. Maybe this is the easiest one of the night. I don't know. But which planet in our solar system has the most moons? Which planet in our solar system has the most moons? All right, I can hear them coming in now. Gonna give it just another second before we announce. All right, looks like we got 10 for sure. The answer with the most moons, we learned it when we were small children. It is Jupiter. Has like 63 moons, I believe Jupiter has. Emily, you got it right. Kevin Gangler, gonna get Jupiter right. There we go. Daniel Gross. Phoenix, you got Jupiter. Thomas, scoring there. Amy Ray got Jupiter. Brett Bowman got Jupiter. Corey McDowell. Chelsea Adams, read her name a bunch of times tonight, scoring points again. And Steve Paul in the mix. Francesca just missed. Mark just missed. Ilya just missed. All right. Alexander Stross. Love to Cruise. Holly and Dan Schnipp, you guys came in at the end of that. So you might just be slow, but you may be experiencing some lag issues. So if that's the case, or you think that's the case, refresh your feed. And if I see you at the top of the leaderboard for the next question, I'll know that was the issue. But we're moving on. We got 2 left in Science and Nature. Question number 4. What is the only mammal capable of flight? What is the only mammal capable of flight? All right, gonna wait for these answers as they slowly come in here. Looks like we're gonna have a bunch of right ones right away. All right, let's go over it. It is the bat. The bat, which is the mascot of our lives lately, I guess, right? The bat, the COVID-19 infected bat. Francesca, Mark scoring points. C. Witzlig on it with bat. Brett Bowman in on time. Amy Ray in on time. Emily getting it done. Candace and Matt getting it done. Shannon, you score. Karen Schultz scores one more. Casey gets bat. Lauren, Corey, Thomas, Kevin, Steve, Mike just missed. That was a tough one. Probably easy question. Phoenix, Jessica, Andy, Vincent, Erica Marie came in at the end of that one. Maybe throw it back. I think it was 5G, they say. Might have been 5G mixed. 5G lowered our immune systems so the bats could infect us. That's what the internet says. And you can't put anything on the internet that's not true. Abraham Lincoln said that. It's a fact. You can look it up. Let's move on to our next question. Number 5 in Science and Nature. It is a math question. What is 1/3 of 1/2? What is 1/3 of 1/2? Let's get them in here. See those answers. Here they come. I can hear the clicks. All right. So 1/6 is correct. 1/6 is our answer. I see a decimal point there. Hopefully, I don't have to do any math. 1/6. Let's count to 10. Francesca, Daniel, Mark, Steve, Robert Schultz, Kevin Gangler, Stephanie Minch, Ilya Petrov, Chelsea Adams, and Marie Minch. Getting in there. That's 10. That'll do it. All right. Quick question for those of you guys that just scored points. Are you refreshing your feed, or are we not doing that? I'm just curious to see what everyone's experience is. We have 35 people or so playing or that have been with us the whole time. So I'm just curious to know what you guys are experiencing. Are you refreshing your feeds? Kevin says he is not. That's good news. Robert Schultz says he is. So Kevin's been scoring. That's good that you maybe you don't have to. I'm sure some of you guys are sometimes. Looks like we just have a mix. So it definitely doesn't hurt to refresh, but Francesca's not doing it. Chelsea says she's only had to do it once. A couple people are refreshing, and some say it doesn't matter. So there you go. And rebuffering, that's what we're looking for, honestly. So that's ideal, is if your stream is buffering, if your internet slows down and then jumps you ahead in the broadcast to where we are. That's what I'm looking for. So hopefully that's an issue we can see. She has buffering issues also. We'll experiment with the feed again in our next one. We can try to do a little higher quality, which will longer the gap in between the time that I ask the questions and the time I see the answers. But we'll play with it. We'll figure it out, guys. We're getting better every week. And the only reason we're able to do that is because you guys keep donating. So I think we're up to $95 for tonight's show, which is awesome. The shows cost $100 if you guys win the prize. So if we can get 5 more bucks in, we'll cover the cost. And I won't make any money tonight, but that's all right. My electric bill can wait. My internet bill, we got to keep that one paid. So make sure to donate, guys. It's the only way this show keeps going, and it's the only way that we can do it for free. I'd hate to get to the point where we have to charge people to play. I'd love to keep it going for free and just kind of build the audience as we grow. And then hopefully we get big enough, we can invite some sponsors on here and we can plug some shit, and it'll be free, and prizes will hopefully get bigger when that happens. So that's the game plan. But in order to keep it free, in order to keep it going, we need donations from you guys. So if you're playing and you're enjoying yourself and you're having a good time and you got an extra $5 or $10 or $7 or $16 or $3 or $34.99, go ahead and send it over. Quizzoholics, PayPal, Venmo. Thank you again for everybody who donated so far. Appreciate you guys. If you don't have the funds to donate, just share. Just share what we're doing. Share Quizzoholics with your friends. Let them know, hey, we're playing online. It's free trivia. This guy's giving away money. They got a cool owl with a mask on it. Somebody had to pay someone to do that. So let's share. If you can't donate, at least share. But let's get it done. We got one round to go, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Art, literature, and entertainment is our category. Here we go. Question number 1. What author of The Grapes of Wrath was famous for writing novels set during the Great Depression? What author of The Grapes of Wrath, famous for writing novels set during the Great Depression? We learned a little bit about this guy. We had a question previous about one of his other novels, Of Mice and Men, where we learned that Lenny likes his beans with ketchup. Let's see who got the answers in. It is John Steinbeck. Francesca knew it, and the first answer in. Daniel Gross scoring points. Emily, you made it happen. Amy Ray, there you are, scoring. Love to see Amy in the mix. Candace and Matt, Teixeira. Thomas McGrody scoring points. Lauren Twiggs. Phoenix, I think I'm on 8. I might have lost count there. Chelsea got it right, and Kevin may or may not be 9 or 10 or 8. I'm not sure. Steve Paul, you might have just mixed. Looks like Mark, Mike, C, you guys just missed on that one. Holly, Love to Cruise, Robert Schultz, Jack T, you guys came in at the end of that. Karen Downing came in at the end of that. I think you might just be a little bit slow. We'll see. All right, moving on. Question 2. We're going to go through these final 4 questions. Get us out of here tonight, and we'll find out who our winners are tomorrow morning on our social media pages at Quizzoholics. Twitter, or we're not using Twitter anymore. Twitter is whack, and if you disagree with me, I don't care. I hate Twitter. Instagram and Facebook, that's all we're updating. Twitter is out. He's out. Spelling never counts, Amy. Never. Unless I specifically ask you to spell something correctly. Never counts. All right. Moving on. Question 2. Number 2. Which 1994 movie introduced the world to characters Dante Hicks and Randall Graves? Dante Hicks and Randall Graves, characters in what 1994 movie? A cult classic. And they are coming in quick. Let's see who got it in on time. So, looking for the first 10. That's who's going to score. And we're going to find out right now. Looks like Francesca going to be the first one to know Clerks. Thomas, you got it right. Amy Ray in the mix with Clerks. Candace and Matt getting it done. Lauren Twigg scoring points. Ilya scoring points. Corey McDowell. Mark knew Clerks, sort of. RJ, Robert Gerhardt scoring points. One more. It is Shannon Rossi. Casey. Steph Minch. Emily. Kevin. Andy. Chelsea. Just missed, guys. Got to be quicker than that. Woo! All right. Moving on. We have 3 questions left, you guys, and we're going to wrap up tonight's show. 3 more to go. 30 points to 10 people. 300 points we're giving away still. So you still got time to score. Number 3. What other name was given to the painting La Gioconda? What other name, more popular name, was given to the painting La Gioconda? All right. Hopefully you can use some context clues. If you don't know, you might be able to put it together here. For sure, a very popular painting. It is indeed the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is our answer. Let's give away some points, shall we? Looks like Mark going to have that answer in first that time. Daniel Gross, you're scoring points. Brett Bowman scoring points. Amy Ray scoring points. Phoenix making it happen. That's 5. C. Witzlig, you got points. Andy Hoyer knew Mona Lisa. Robert Schultz got it right. Mike Brienza, the Colorado Internet and all. And Thomas McGroarty scoring points. Candace, Shannon, Karen, RJ, Ilya just missed. Chelsea just missed. Dan Schnipp, Holly, Steph Minch, Steve Paul, you guys came in at the end of that one. 2 questions to go. 20 points left up for grabs. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I want to encourage new players and new winners in our game. So if you make our leaderboard and it is your first time, you have not won our game yet, we're going to give you 20 bonus points for every time you make the leaderboard until you become a winner. So that's something cool that we decided to do to try to make sure we're getting some new winners each week. If you want to be a repeat winner, it's going to be hard to do until we change that rule back. So make sure you're on your game. Mark, definitely on his game tonight. Repeat winner. Might be our first repeat winner. We'll see. But you got to beat Mark. You got to beat guys like Ilya, who's always in the mix. Ilya might be our first repeat winner. We'll see. Kevin's in there. Corey's in there. Candace and Matt are in there. Rob's in there, but I think he left. Maybe he's got baby duty. I don't know. But if you want to be a double winner, it's going to be a little bit harder because we're giving away 20 bonus points to all our new people who joined that leaderboard. I'm excited to see you guys. So let's see some new faces getting some W's. All right. 2 questions left. Number 4. Who wrote the Da Vinci Code? Who wrote the Da Vinci Code? That's a good workaround, Ilya. But I think when I see your face when we go live, I'll know it was you. And we'll have to cancel you out. Your best bet is to hope Erica wins, and you can help her out in the money round. So start rooting for your girlfriend. But you could do it too. Somebody's got to be our first repeat winner. Why not you? So, who wrote the Da Vinci Code? Dan Brown wrote the Da Vinci Code. Dan Brown, that is our answer. Let's see who's going to score points with Dan Brown. All right. Amy Ray got it in first. Kevin Gangler scoring points. Thomas, you scored points. Lauren Twigg scored points. Daniel Gross scored points. Emily Brown. Emily, just Emily, got Brown. You scored points. Brett Bowman making it happen. C. Witzlig, you're scoring. Good job. Brown. Oh, I'm going to give it to you, Phoenix. You got the last name. We gave it to everybody else who just put Brown. So Brown will get you the points. And then Francesca, you're going to score points as well. That'll make 10. And that'll be it for that question. We got one more to go. One more left. You only get the 20 points if you make the leaderboard. So you got to make the leaderboard first before you can get any kind of bonus. All right, one question left. Art, literature, and entertainment. Here we go. Last question. In a six-string, or on a six-string, in a six-string, ordinarily tuned guitar, what note are both the top and bottom strings tuned to? On a six-string, ordinarily tuned guitar, like that one behind me, what are the top and bottom strings? What note are they tuned to? This is our last question, last shot at points. We're giving 10 people 10 points. The answer, let's see if we got 10. I think we should have 10 here. The answer is E. E is correct. E as in Erica, our first person on the list to score. Ilya right behind her. You got E. Kevin Gangler knew E. Phoenix knew E. Mark knew E. Chelsea Adams knew E. Jessica DeAngelis knew E. Daniel Gross. Fitichiera. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. But Candace and Matt. And one more. It is Steph Minch. Emily just missed the cut. Thomas. Marie. You just missed it. Andy and Brett, you just missed it. You had wrong answers. Amy Ray. Barely out of it. Ilya. Making it weird, man. For sure. Making it weird. All right, yes, Harold with a solid dad joke. Everybody sounds like a dolphin. I get it. All right, great job on the dad joke. But guys, I'm out of questions, and that signals the end of our show for tonight. So that is how it works. That's how it goes down. Now what happens is we're going to go back through this broadcast, and we're going to verify our score. So we're going to double check what our score has for the event, and we'll go through the chat, the Quizzoholics certified chat. That is what we go by. Make sure we didn't miss any answers. Make sure we're taking away points if people were spamming the chats, etc. But we'll go through the chat and we will find our winner, and that will be announced around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page. So if you don't follow us on social media, if you're just here for YouTube, you need to do that. So follow us on social. Also, we had like 50 people watching tonight, and this video has 7 likes on YouTube. So big thing for YouTube. In order for us to grow on here, you got to like the videos. So if you're logged in, which you are if you're taking down answers, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so we can share. Appreciate that. Look at that. We're up to 10 now. So thank you. Emily Moore sent in a donation. Emily, thank you very much. Appreciate you. And you are welcome. And I hope to see you next time we do this. But that's it for tonight's game, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for playing. If you have any preference, if you've been with us for a while, Facebook or YouTube, kind of want to give me some feedback on what you liked better, go ahead and DM Quizzoholics on Facebook or on Instagram. I'll be on both the social media accounts this week. And if it's not me, then it'll be Bryce. But the feedback will get to me, and we'll find out how you do. Look at, she changed her name. There you go. I still want to know how to pronounce that, but now it's definitely you. Everybody so far has said YouTube is better than Facebook. YouTube was much better. All right, so that's good, positive feedback. And we'll plan on being here on YouTube Friday night at 9 p.m. We'll record the winning teams round sometime on Friday, and we'll see how they did. As they go for $100, or they single person, you can bring friends in. It's fine. So $500 up for grabs Friday. Our jackpot is maxed out. Now, as of right now, if somebody were to win that $500 jackpot, it's going to go down to $100. I'd like to keep it at $500, and the only way that I can do that is with donations from you guys. Chelsea Adams just sent one in. She says it's their first time playing, but definitely not their last. Miss us in person, and we miss you as well, all the way up there in Jersey City. You're very welcome, Chelsea and Matt Gibney. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for playing. Again, make sure you share us, tell your friends, send those donations in. The links are live 24/7, and we will see you guys right here Friday night, 9 o'clock. Have a good night.